Are you sure that in your social media post, whether in your previous posts or not, you have not exposed any public official or agency of the government whatsoever? Remember, you're under oath.
Not that I...
Before I proceed to my interpellation, may I be allowed to make a brief manifestation? Good morning, dear colleagues, Mr. Chair. Today we gather to confront the troubling and complex reality of our times, the spread of fake news on social media, and the powerful role that repetition plays in shaping what people believe. It has been said that repeat a lie often enough and it becomes the truth, a phrase widely attributed to Joseph Goebbels, the propaganda minister of Nazi Germany. While those words come from a dark chapter in history, they reveal something deeply psychological and disturbingly relevant today. Modern psychologists would call it the illusion of truth effect. When people hear something over and over again, whether it's true or not, they begin to believe it. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity often masquerades as truth. In today's digital world, this effect is supercharged. Social media platforms, algorithms, and virality amplify repetition at unprecedented speeds. And at the heart of this ecosystem are individuals, influencers, who shape the opinion, values, and even the beliefs of millions. That influence carries weight, and with that weight comes responsibility. I believe, Mr. Chair, this hearing is not about silencing voices. It is about understanding how truth and lies compete in our public discourse and what role social media influencers play in tipping the balance. If truth is repeated more often than lies, even by a margin, say 51 to 49%, then truth can prevail. But if lies dominate the feed, even well-intentioned citizens may find themselves misled, manipulated, and misinformed. So today, we have the opportunity to ask tough questions. We seek accountability, and more than that, we call for a shared commitment to making truth more visible, more frequent, and more powerful than the lie. Mr. Chair, let me begin.
I have a new Facebook account because on Feb 7, my Facebook was deactivated, so I created a new Facebook account just probably a week ago or less than a week ago.
Maliban sa Facebook, ano pong mga social media platforms pa ang iyong ginagamit?
I use TikTok but sparingly, that's it.
Tinuturing niyo ba na trabaho in addition to your professional affiliations itong pag-post nyo o paggamit nyo ng social media?
Personally, no, because I don't earn. My accounts are not monetized. But because I'm the social media head of Manila Bulletin, I have to be on top of what's happening on social media.
So you consider, again for the record, na your social media activities in a way complement your professional affiliation with Manila Bulletin?
I would say so because if you're a journalist, if you're a writer, if you're an editor, you listen to what people are saying on social media because that's how you get the pulse of the people.
Okay, thank you. Kailan ka nagsimula sa social media, if you still remember?
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Probably as soon as Facebook was created, I think maybe a year or two after I had an account. I don't remember exactly when.
So how do you decide on choosing your topics for your content?
My personal content?
Yes, for your personal account.
I don't decide. Facebook has a what's on your mind field, and what's on my mind in that moment is what I write about.
So you would say that all this are simply random, spontaneous thoughts that you have over?
Yes.
So, do you consider yourself, tinuturing mo ba sarili mo na influencer in addition to your professional role as a journalist?
I do not know. I'm not a self-identified influencer. I cannot say that I am an influencer, even if I do have a modest following that's below 500,000, because I don't do lives, I don't do YouTube, I have never gone. I only write on Facebook, that's it. I only write on Facebook. I don't do YouTube, I don't do lives, I don't do podcasts, so.
But you are aware that with your your modest following on Facebook, as you refer to it, gives you a considerable audience to your postings. Are you aware of that?
Not more than the others. Yes, I do have a modest following, but not more than the others.
But
I'm not in the level of Thinking Pinoy, Sasrogando Sasot, Maharlika. I could still go around. I could still go around not recognized by people. So no, I'm not an influencer because people don't know me, but I have a voice. Let's put it at that. I have a voice.
But then again, I'll bring back the question. Are you aware of the volume, the size of the audience that are listening, are reading your posts?
Yes, because the measure is the likes, the number of likes. So sometimes, I believe, syempre, I don't have proof of that, but in my previous Facebook, I believe that I was shadow banned. So my likes in my 480,000 Facebook was around 5,000, maximum 10,000. Now, this is a new account, and I don't think I've been shadow banned yet. I can reach as many as 50,000, even 100,000. So this is the new account.
50,000 for a single post?
Yes, for this new account.
Okay. Mr. Chair, just want to put on the record that to put everything in context, no, that the resource person on many occasions, several instances in their previous account, and I'm not so sure because I haven't seen the current accounts, have actually written about this representation, has made post against this representation, but I will take the advice of the good Congressman Marcoleta that we politicians, public servants, should not be onion skin, and I will make sure that I'll be as objective as possible with my questions.
Can I reply to that, Mr. Chair?
No, I will continue with my questions, Mr. Chair. Mrs. Krizette, ano po ang klase ng content ng inyong pinopost?
Political, personal, lifestyle.
And many of these
basically what my life is in the public. Anything, food, films. Political is a big part because I am politically inclined. I like talking about politics, but it's not the end-all and be-all of my account.
How many percent would you consider those would carry political? How many percent of your posts would you consider would carry political themes?
In my old account, probably 70, 80%. I'm not sure. I don't measure it's spontaneous. I don't set out to I don't have a quota.
And you attribute this simply because you are
because I'm very politically
inclined.
aware and I'm very politically passionate, sir.
Sa mga content mo, may naalala ka bang pinakamaraming engagements, views, likes, or whatever impressions? Yung pinaka nag-trending na post mo? Top of mind.
Sa old account, ang pinaka nag-trending na post was the death of Stan Lee. It's not a political post, the death of Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel. Sa new account, my sadness over PRRD spending his birthday alone in his cell in The Hague.
Yung sa mga political post mo in the previous account, ano po yung pinaka nag-trending?
I don't remember exactly, but it's always about the former president.
So sa tingin mo, bakit nag-trending ang isang post ni Krizette?
I don't know. Maybe because it resonates with people. Because I have never boosted a post. I'd have never bought likes, or I have never paid to get liked or followed. So I cannot speak for my audience or readers, but it's probably common sense that it resonates with them that there are a lot of people who love President Duterte.
May mga contents na sinasabi na non-political o may mga post ka naman na masasabi mong hindi nag-viral, ano?
Actually, I don't know what the parameters are for what is considered viral. I don't know.
Or let's say, anong klase ng content naman in your experience ang hindi nagkaroon ng maraming engagement? May naalala ka ba na...
It does not, I do not look at how many likes I get. And whether or not they go viral is not very important to me. I write what I write, whether I have 1 reader or 1,000 readers.
But when you post something, do you also engage with your those who make comments?
When I have time, when I have time.
And when you do that, have you considered ano yung mga dominant demographic ng yung audience na usually mo na napapansin? Are these like-minded people? Are these... Mr. Chair.
Hello? Okay.
Okay na?
Okay. So, I assume that as with any page, you attract like-minded people. So the reason they're on my page is that they read me because they think I think like them. So even with, and it's not just political, even if you have pages for hobbies or entertainment, the people who go to your page are the people who like reading that sort of thing.
And you think this is the reason also why people follow, they like, they comment your posts because they agree with your posts?
Probably, yes, I think so.
And you think...
But just to clarify, I also have people who go to my posts just to oppose what I say. So it's not as if it's an echo chamber. It's not. Because there are people who go to my page and there are people who are trolls. And when you look at their accounts, those are new accounts, locked profiles, and they say the same thing. So it's not there's no echo chamber in today's social media because there are trolls on pages and there are people who oppose what you say.
It's good that you pointed that out, but let me ask, do you think in your engagement with those who are posting, with your post, you think that the content of your post actually influence the minds of other social media users? Have you ever found yourself quoted, reposted, shared in other social media accounts?
Yes, they are, but I always maintain that they would not be reading my page if they were not already feeling or thinking what I'm feeling. And a lot of the feedback that I get is that people saying, you articulate what I am feeling, except that I do not have the words or the talent to say that. So I think majority of my readers are those people who want to express their frustrations or express their hopes and are not just, I do not have my writing skills.
It's good that you mentioned about feedback. So, have you ever received feedback that people are actually saying, it's good that you exposed this, that you wrote about this because I'm learning, I get to know what's happening, I get to understand the issue more?
Yes, but that's not specific to social media. I am an editor, and if I write articles for the newspaper, it's always all the articles that you write, whether they're for social media or for traditional media, you're writing it to expose, inform, entertain, empower.
But let me go back to the social media. Let me limit to the social media posts. Have you ever received feedback saying that they have learned, they're thankful that you have exposed, they have learned something, they've been influenced by the information that you posted in your social media account?
Sir, I do not think that I am at the level of investigative journalist who have exposed something. I just say what unfortunately, I'm not the kind of journalist who can do exposés. So unless it's something of my personal knowledge, I don't think that somebody has thanked me for exposing something.
So are you sure that in your social media post, whether in your previous posts or not, you have not exposed any public official or agency of the government whatsoever? Remember, you're under oath.
Not that I